Dear students, this is Afsan Awal. Students, today we will discuss on the third assignment of home science. Okay, so let's start our class. This is our third assignment of home science, and today we will discuss about that. At first, just look at the assignment topic here, the chapter and title of the chapter. That means from which chapter we can get the ideas of this assignment. And this is chapter 8, and the chapter's title is Nutrients of Food, Digestion and Absorption. And now the required lessons, lesson numbers and topics. Lesson 1 protein, lesson 2 carbohydrate, lesson 3 fat, lesson 4 vitamins, lesson 5 minerals, lesson 6 water, lesson 7 necessity of digestion and absorption of food. And students, you can get the idea from these lessons. From chapter 8, these 7 lessons. Now our assignment or the assigned topic, assigned task. At the end of each day, make a list of the food you will eat for the next 7 days according to the sample list below. Just look here, there is a list, here is a sample list, here is a list, and in this list, just look here, this is day number 1 to 7, and here time and name of food. This is for morning, this is for noon, and this is for night. That means in this list you have to write that which foods we will eat, take in morning from day number 1 to 7. That means first day in the morning which food you will take, at noon which foods you will take, at night which foods you will take. So you have to write their names. The food item's name, you have to write the food item's name. In the second also you have to write the same thing, the name of the food. So that means in the second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day. In the morning which foods you will eat, at noon which foods you will take, at night which foods you will take. So you have to write this table. Okay, and there are just 2 questions based on this list, and this is, do you take all kinds of food ingredients every day according to this list prepared? This is the first question. And then, are you eating a balanced diet? Just students, look, these first 2 questions are based on the first list. I'm repeating, the first 2 questions are based on the first list. These 2 questions are based on the first list. That means at the end of each day, make a list. This is a topic. This is the first topic, that at the end of each day, make a list of the food you will take. And then for the next 7 days. That means this is the sample list for you, and like this list you have to make a list in your assignment sheet. And also there are 2 questions that are based on this list. That, do you take all kinds of food ingredients every day according to the list prepared? And are you eating a balanced diet? Okay, now this is for list number 2, that which food ingredients are you taking less according to the list? Which diseases can be caused by deficiency in the body if you are take less of these foods? Make a list of that according to the list below. Here just look which food ingredients you are taking less according to the list. You just have to answer that which food ingredients are you taking less. Okay, students, you have to write these food ingredients name at first, then just make a list here. The name of list contains foods and ingredients. students, here and the deficiency diseases. In list number 2, what you will have to do? Here, though the title is name of less consumed foods and ingredients, here you have to write only the ingredients name. I am repeating, students, here you have to write only the ingredients names. That means protein, carbohydrate, vitamins, minerals. Okay, here you have to write these 5 names and the deficiency diseases. Suppose if in number 1 you have written protein, then you have to write here 3 deficiency diseases name. Then number 2, if you write here carbohydrate, then there are 1, 2 or 3 types of deficiency diseases name. Okay, that's up to you. Now, sorry. So I think this list is clear to you. Here you have to write the ingredients name and here the deficiency diseases. Draw a food from which food ingredient according to the list. That means here you have to write only 1 food from each list, from each ingredient. Suppose if you write the proteins name, then you have to write here 3 proteins name. So here list number 2, here just students, you have to write only the ingredients name here. They are the deficiency diseases. And draw a food from each food ingredient according to the list. So according to the list, suppose protein. Suppose you are writing here protein. Suppose you are drawing the suppose you were just drawing a fish. Suppose this is a fish, then just write here protein. So in this way you have to write this. Then the carbohydrate, then any 1 food items. And students, you have to draw with the pencils. Okay, so this is the assignment and you have to use the pencil for drawing this, and there are 2 lists here. Okay, and you can take help from your textbook, and if you can't find the answers from your textbook, you can take help from the other books also. Okay, and now just look at assignment, and your date of submission date is 11th September 2021. This is your assignment submission date. Okay, students, so at first you have to write the cover page, and then list number 1. This is list number 1 that I have discussed just few minutes ago, and this is list number 2 here. This is the list number 2, and draw a food item here. So students, just look here. This is your assignment. That means in the first list you have to write the food items that you will take at different time of the day for 7 days. And these first 2 questions are based on the first list. And here, which food ingredients are you taking less according to the list? That means if you write here, this question also based on the first list, the first one. Okay. That means these things also, actually these are also related to the first list, that which food ingredients are taking less according to the list. That means if you see the food items name, then you can find that which food items you are taking less. Okay. Then the diseases name that you have to write here. Okay. Here the food ingredients name and here the diseases name, and then you have to draw a food item. Only 1 food item from each food ingredient. And students, I think you already have known that what are the food ingredients. Students, there are 6 nutrients. There are 6 food nutrients, and they are what? Protein, carbohydrate, fat, vitamins, minerals, and water. Okay. So from these food ingredients, which food ingredients are you taking list? You have to write this at first, then you can write the second list, and after that you have to draw any food item from each food ingredient. Okay, so that's all for today. And students, your date of submission is 11th September. You have to remember that. Students, that's all for today. Allah Hafiz.